Hello and welcome. Thank you for tuning into today's video as we take a look at today's update on the weather events going on today, and be taking a look at the temperatures, and we'll be taking a look at the warnings in effect right now and the radar. So stay tuned for this video of a detailed analyzation. Alright, now we'll be taking a look at the SPC outlook. Today we do have a 1 out of 5 on the severe weather scale. It does include some of the Texas and Oklahoma regions today. Not really the biggest event, but certainly not the, you know, uh, quiet event, as there is some potential for some hail. I don't see it being anywhere close to a tornado or wind event. We'll take a quick look here and see the people who are in it, who are in the marginal. Are going to be Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas, Plano, Texas, and Garland, Texas. And then regions in the dark green, anywhere in the Oklahoma area, southern Oklahoma area, you guys are going to be under a marginal risk for today. Now we're going to be taking a quick look at the hail risk, obviously. Whoever's in the marginal, you guys are under the gun for a potential hail risk. Anyone in Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas, Plano, Texas, and Garland, Texas. You guys need to watch out for some hail. I really don't think there's going to be anything significant with this. I just think it's mostly just going to be a hail event. And they did update the wind, so there is a little tiny 5% for the wind. So they do think that this is going to be a wind event, and it is Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas, Plano, Texas, and Garland, Texas. You guys are under the gun for some wind and hail today. So now we're going to be taking a look at the day 2 real quick. And we are going to be taking a look at the day 2 as Abilene, Texas. I'm sorry if I butchered that name. Correct me in the comments below of the actual saying in it. Wichita Falls, Texas, and more. Texas, Duncan, Oklahoma. Actually, Ardmore, Oklahoma, and Duncan, Oklahoma, and Gainesville, Texas. You guys are going to be under the gun for a marginal risk tomorrow. And it doesn't have any tornado significant, but there is no wind. It's mainly going to be a hail event, as anyone in the Abilene, Texas. I think I got that right now. Wichita Falls, Texas, and Ardmore, Oklahoma, Duncan, Oklahoma, Gainesville, Texas. You guys are going to be under the gun for some hail tomorrow. And now we'll be taking a look at the day 3. Really isn't nothing on there, just some like normal thunderstorms that you have. Don't see anything going on. So it is quiet out there for severe weather, as it is going to ramp up later this month. And now we'll be taking a look at our temperatures. So right now, temperature-wise, we do have a quite cold start going on up in the northern areas of America and the New England areas and northern northwest areas of the United States. And you can see it's very, very frigid, all the way from down here all the way from up here is very, very frigid. So it's a very cold day, and this does seem to continue. And I do want to refresh this real quick, guys. I think we do have an update for this. As you can see, it really did start to warm up just a little. Still a very cold start, so 3 hours ahead. Obviously, you can see it is just a tad bit colder, but it is starting to look a little bit, a little bit warmer than earlier. Take a couple earlier to 6 hours. As you can see, these temperatures have froze, and you can see how it is starting to get a little bit warmer. As you see, we start to get in the peak of the day, but still pretty cold out there, as is a cold start to the morning up in northern areas. And you can see down here, you see that warm ridge, and that cold ridge starts to go. You can see it's a very, very warm day today in the Texas and southern areas in the Gulf Coast. So I will say it's going to be a warm day too. But we'll take a quick look at it 9 hours ahead. Obviously, you can see that it does start to really warm up. And you can see it's like 80 and then high 80s to lower 70s, the mid higher 70s. And you can see you keep going. This is going to be tomorrow. You can see it still is pretty warm, decently warm, and this is going to be going on. Still pretty warm out. As we starting to get into the nighttime hours, you can see it starts to really drop down. And you can see even Ohio could be getting into this cold start. So you can see it's going to be 31 in Columbus and 35 in Cincinnati. And then we take a quick look over here, keep going, and you can see, wow, it is a cold start tomorrow in Ohio, as it is 29 in Columbus, 31 in Cincinnati, 30 in Cleveland, and man, it is cold. And Texas, northern part of Texas could be getting a cold start, as it's going to be in the 50s to 48s. Obviously, it's going to be pretty cold out. And take a look at this. You go about an hour, go about a couple more hours, and you can see it really is a cold start. It's 28 in Columbus, 29 in Cincinnati, and it really does start to drop down. And this, it does start to play out that this is going to be a massive cold front that we'll take a look out tomorrow. That starts to really push down and starts to really bring a cold start. And yes, everybody, winter is back. It does seem as it starts to go on. So we'll keep it going. A couple more hours, about 24 hours ahead. Obviously, you can see it really is start to be a cold morning. 27 in Columbus, 29 in Cincinnati, and all these areas down in southern Gulf Coast area. It is start to be a warm start. And as you can see, it starts to really warm up tomorrow, as it's 36 in Columbus, 37 in Cincinnati, and it really starts to warm up here. You guys are going to be seeing some warmer temperatures tomorrow, and you can see it keeps going, low 18Z. You can see 43, and it really starts to really jump up, and you can see this cold ridge starts to really push up more towards the Canada areas, and it does seem to be getting a little bit warmer. So hopefully you guys are doing good with that warm weather. And you can see a couple more hours up, you can see it starts to be in the 20s, higher teens. You can see it really is a warm pattern. And go a couple more hours out, you can see you're starting to really get up into the 20s. And you can see a couple more hours out, obviously it starts to drop down as night. So other than that, I think it's going to be a very, very cold start to the morning tomorrow as you get out the door. So don't forget to bundle up, get your kids ready to get bundled up on the bus, and put the heat on in the car if you do start to drive. Now we'll be taking a look at our radar and warnings in effect right now. Alright, as you can see right now, we do have some some warnings in effect, and let me go ahead and just scroll down here just a tad bit so y'all can kind of see this. We do have some flash flood warnings in effect for some of the Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, and some of the Kentucky, Tennessee, and some of the, if I'm not wrong, there's Missouri, maybe? I could be extremely wrong, and I'm sorry if I am. That might be actually Louisiana. No, it's not Louisiana. It's maybe Arkansas right there. I'm sorry if I did. It is wrong, but I'm not real good with states on that part. We do have a winter storm warnings in effect for portions of the portions here. We do have some winter storm warnings here. We do have another winter storm warning up in the South Dakota, if I'm not wrong. And we do have some, if I'm not wrong, these are going to be, we do have some, sorry about that. We do have winter weather advisories right now going into effect for some of the southern, most northern Minnesota, obviously Montana, and then we have some North Dakota winter weather advisories going out, and also you can have some blizzard warnings up in the northern California and up in the mountain regions into California and Oregon, and then we have some more winter weather advisories out there. We do have a couple high wind warnings going out for Pennsylvania, so that is something to look out for, and we do have some more winter weather advisories going out for parts of Kansas and into the Colorado regions. That is going to be all on that part. We do have, if we can take a look real quick over here, we'll take a look, real quick look at our radar. Let me refresh this real quick. Obviously, this is going to be an ongoing event as we have a low pressure system going on here. And then we have another low pressure system going on there. And it does seem to be a high pressure system down in the Mexico area. And these are going to play a role on the temperatures and everything like that. So I took a couple looks at 3 more hours out. Obviously, it's going to be quite snowy for the regions of northern and southern Dakota. As you can see, we have some snow going on over there, so some mountain snow going on over there, and you have some snow going on over here in the Oregon and into the Nevada area, if I'm not wrong, and northern, obviously northern California. So we do a couple more hours out. We're gonna go ahead and roll out into the couple more hours out. Obviously, you can see there is some rain that starts to take place into some of the regions in Louisiana, and then we have regions of Kansas, and you have regions in Oklahoma that will be getting some rain, in New Mexico. You can see this low pressure system is still hanging around there, as we do have some rain snow mix going on in Oregon and California. We do have some snow still lingering around over there in northern and southern Dakota. Alright, we're going to take a couple more hours out, be going over to the 12 hours, and then we'll be going into the 15. Obviously, you can see that it is starting to take place. This weather event that could be taken on early tomorrow. We have some rain going on in these areas, and still some snow hanging around over here in the northern and southern Dakota. And it looks like we do have some winter snow mix going on in Nebraska, and we also do have some snow still hanging around in northern California and Oregon. As we start to push on, you see that cold front that starts to take place tomorrow with the cold temperatures. So we have that going on right now. We'll take a couple more looks out. You can see how there is some thunderstorms that do start to take place over here tomorrow, and it does seem that this one needs to be a little bit more northern. You see Minnesota and still northern southern Dakota seeing that snow, and obviously some northwestern Iowa areas receiving snow. You see this high pressure system is hanging around, that is very new, and that starts hanging around. You see the low pressure system. So these things have swapped, and a couple of scans. This one has been a low pressure that is now changed to a high pressure system, and now a low pressure system from a high to a low pressure system. And you see there's still some snow hanging around in northern California, and we'll go ahead and take a couple more scans out to see if anything does change. As you can see, 24 hours out, still some some thunderstorms going on right now, and you can see obviously there's going to be some kind of winter storm that is going to try to take place here to the Iowa, Minnesota, and into some of the Illinois areas. You see this snow does start to diminish, so that is a good thing, but still is lingering around into the Oregon and into the northern California areas. So it does start to hang around. We'll take a couple more hours out. We'll see what this does. Obviously, that winter storm that was trying to go does diminish, and it doesn't do anything. You see there is some rain that starts to take place in Tennessee and into the Missouri areas possibly. And yeah, that's pretty much what's going on there. Now, we'll be taking a couple more looks out onto the 36. You can see there is a low pressure system starts to take place, and another low pressure system starts to really take place. And you can see that there is some snow lingering around in the Idaho areas, and some more snow in Minnesota. So, yeah, that's what takes place over here for now. So if you all enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will be going over into our outro. Alright guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment your favorite part of the video, and comment what you all think I should improve on. We do have an Instagram, and we do have a Twitter, and we do have a Discord that I'm still working on, but we should be getting it fixed up and ready to go. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share this video with anyone in the path of some of these snowy areas that will be seeing snow. And yeah, thank you for choosing SciWeather. Have a nice day, guys.